Hello, everyone, and welcome to another heavenly broadcast. Today, I asked the question, if you don't believe in what you see, how can you believe in what you don't see? Belief is a fascinating and powerful part of who we are as humans. It influences how we see the world around us, how we connect with others, and how we experience life itself. When it comes to believing in God, which is often linked to faith and spirituality, it's a topic that brings up a lot of interesting conversations. Many people find it a bit challenging to believe in something they can't see, touch, or experience directly. Have you ever wondered that if you don't believe in what you see, how can you believe in what you don't see? This is a great question that got me thinking. To dive deeper into this topic, it helps to look at what belief really means. Differentiate faith and what we can see, and consider the powerful idea of trusting in something that goes beyond what we can physically perceive. At its heart, belief is simply accepting that something exists or is true, even if we can't see it or prove it in a traditional way. It's about trust, confidence, and a sense of hope in something or someone. When we talk about faith, especially in the religious context, it often means having a deep conviction or trust in God and His promises. Even though we can't see Him or interact with Him directly, many people find that faith is essential parts of their lives. And the Bible highlights this by saying in Hebrews 11:1 that faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. Believing in things we can't see isn't as usual as it might seem at first. We regularly put our trust in things that are beyond our direct observation. Think about it. We rely on scientific theories about atoms, gravity, or distant galaxies. While we can't fully see atoms or gravity, we believe in them because we trust in the evidence and reasoning behind the ideas. We also trust in things like electricity or the wind. We might not see them directly, but we feel their effects and have a good understanding of them through other means. If we can place our faith in scientific concepts or a natural phenomenon without needing to see them directly, then why is it so challenging to believe in a God who's beyond our immediate view? Believing in something we can't see, like God, is a fascinating topic. Faith in God goes beyond just intellectual agreement. It's often grounded in personal experiences and the stories shared by others. Many people who believe in God talk about moments where they felt His presence, whether during tough times when they found unexpected peace, experienced miraculous healing, or received guidance when making challenging choices. While these experiences can't be measured or tested in some way as physical things, they're deeply real and meaningful for those who live in them. God's existence and nature are beyond what we can perceive with our human senses. In Christianity, for example, God is seen as eternal, always present, and invisible. There's a lovely verse in John 4:24 that says, God is spirit, and those who worship Him must worship in spirit and in truth. This reminds us that God is not limited by our physical world and can't fully be understood through our senses alone. Just because we can't see Him doesn't mean it isn't real or impactful in other ways. In fact, many spiritual leaders and holy texts emphasize that the unseen spiritual realm deeply influences our spiritual reality. Take prayer for instance. It's a special way for believers to connect with God. Although we may not see God responding visibly, many people can feel positive changes in their hearts and lives. Trusting in God is all about believing in the promises He's made to us, even when our current situation doesn't quite fit what we'd hope for or see around us. In the Christian faith, having faith isn't just about an intellectual thing. It's a beautiful journey that helps us grow spiritually and deepen our relationship with God. A great verse that captures this idea is in 2 Corinthians 5, verse 7, which states, For we live by faith, not by sight. This really emphasizes how crucial faith is in our lives as believers. It helps us make choices and take actions based on hope, rather than just what we see right in front of us. Having faith gives us the ability to look beyond what's happening now and trust in the profound, eternal truth that God shares with us. It helps us find hope even when things get tough, encourage us to keep going through life's challenges, and bring us joy and peace that defy what we might expect. Believing in the unseen doesn't mean ignoring reality. Rather, it means being aware of the bigger picture that goes beyond what we can see. Just like how a child trusts their parents to guide them, we can trust that God's plans for our lives are far greater than what's visible or right in front of us right now. Have you ever wondered how we can know if something like God is real, especially since we can't see Him? One of the most powerful ways people experience God's presence is through personal transformations. Many people share incredible stories about how faith has positively changed their lives, whether it's breaking free from addiction, overcoming struggles, or finding hope in difficult times. These amazing challenges often hint at something greater than ourselves, a higher power at work, rather. If we look at the beauty and the complexity of nature, it seems like there's a creator behind all of it. Just think about the intricate design of the universe, the delicate balance of the ecosystems, and how wonderfully humans are made. While we might not see God directly, the signs of His work are all around us, inviting us to explore and reflect on the possibility of something divine in our world. Belief in what is unseen is not always easy. Doubt is a natural part of human experience. Many people struggle with questions about the existence of God and the nature of faith. Thomas, one of Jesus' disciples, is a prime example. In John 22, Thomas famously undoubted Jesus' resurrection, saying, "Unless I see the nail marks in His hands and put my fingers where the nails were and put my hand in His side, I will not believe." Jesus' response was both an affirmation of faith and a gentle rebuke. He said in John 20:29, "Blessed are those who have not seen and yet believe." This exchange illustrates that faith is not simply about physical sight, but also trusting in what God has promises, even when the evidence is not immediately visible. Faith often grows stronger through the process of wrestling with doubt and questions. Just as a muscle grows stronger through resistance, faith grows stronger when it's tested. For many, the journey of belief and instances leap are gradual processes of learning to trust in the unseen. Recognizing the evidence of God's presence through personal experiences and of finding peace in times of uncertainty. The question again is, if you don't believe in what you see, how can you believe in what you don't see? It's true that believing in something we can't see physically can be tough. However, the idea of faith encourages us to acknowledge that the unseen aspects of life make a huge difference. Just like we trust in scientific ideas, our relationships and the world around us, even when we can't see every single detail, we can also have faith in God. His presence and power are often shown through these amazing changes He brings in our lives. Believing in the unseen is not only possible, but can also be a beautiful spiritual journey that connects us with a greater purpose beyond what we see every day. Faith in God doesn't mean ignoring reality. Rather, it's about recognizing His higher reality that goes beyond the physical touches in something eternal. The question: if you don't believe in what you see, how can you believe in what you don't see? This question invites us to think about belief, faith, and trust in a new way. It's true that believing in something we can't physically see can be tough. However, the idea of faith encourages us to acknowledge that those unseen aspects of our lives that make a huge difference. Just like we trust scientific ideas, our relationships, and the world around us, even if we can't see every single detail, we can also have faith in God. His presence and power are often shown through the amazing changes He brings in our lives. Believing in the unseen is not only possible, but also can be a beautiful spiritual journey that connects us with a greater purpose beyond what we can see every day. Faith in God doesn't mean ignoring reality. Rather, it's about recognizing a higher reality that goes beyond the physical and touches of something eternal. If you've made it this far, thank you for listening. Do me a favor, like, share, and subscribe. But I wanted to go on a little rant and kind of let you guys know something that I learned today in regards to getting to know God. So in this channel, I'm not really making it for anyone. Most of my videos are actually just for myself and a reflection of me just pouring out my hearts and my feelings to God. And so I really kind of just let you guys in on some personal stuff here on these videos. But anyways, I wanted to set all that to say, on my self-aware journey today, I discovered I've been looking and wanting to go closer and closer to God, right? And so today, my coach kind of went over an analogy with me today that really spoke with me, and I want to share with you guys. And the analogy was that there was a fish and there was a shark, and they were in the ocean. And the fish swam up to the shark and said, "Hey, I'm looking for the ocean. Can you help me find it?" And the shark's like, "You're already here. You're already in the ocean. You're looking for something you're already here." And so I'm sharing this with you guys because it really is helping me realize that God is already here. I'm looking for Him, but He's been there this whole time. He's never left me. And I have to understand that in the moments when I'm not loving myself, those are the exact moments that I'm not loving God. And I'm just starting to discover that I am a reflection of God and God is a reflection of me. So again, in the moments when I'm not loving myself, in those exact moments, not only am I neglecting myself, but I'm neglecting God. And so I'm just sharing this with you guys because we're already here. God is already there. God is already here within. We're in the ocean looking for the ocean. I'm looking for God when I already have God. And I can't help but feel bad because, like I say, in moments when I'm disrespecting myself, I'm really disrespecting God. And today, it just made me really repent and apologize to God, like letting God know, like, I'm sorry. I'm starting to realize that I'm actually neglecting you. You're always here. And it's like, it's kind of hard to explain. But I just want you guys to understand and know to stop looking for the ocean. You're already there. We're already in the ocean. We just have to take a moment and meditate and pray and connect and be closer to God because God is already within us. It's just that we have to understand that we have to be loved. We have to just wake up and stop looking for Him, and He's already here.